Hello, Olga. Nice to see this essay from you. It's nice to see you working hard in order to prepare for IELTS. So let's take a look at what you wrote and get right to this. Okay. So, some people think that the role of parents is to discipline their children and to teach them about right and wrong. Others consider that the main responsibility of parents is to nurture their children and provide them a safe environment to grow up in. Okay, so you're discussing both sides and giving your opinion. So let's see what you did with this. Although it is sometimes thought that children should be accustomed to order by their parents and get knowledge about good and bad from home, other people believe that the main function of parents is to bring up children in care and love without any forcing. In my opinion, I consider that parents ought to give their children as much as possible, including useful knowledge and habits. Okay, this is fine. You've done everything you're supposed to do, essentially. But I have to be honest with you and tell you that there are a couple of areas that really aren't as natural as I would like them to be. So those are some of the areas I want to fix here, okay? So, although it is sometimes thought that children should be accustomed to, when you say order by their parents, it's just not really a terribly natural expression. So, to being ordered, like in other words, your parent telling you what to do, or do you mean to have discipline? Are you looking for basically another word for discipline? So, if you're looking for that, then the syntax of this is wrong. So, children should be accustomed to, I don't know, like orderly behavior taught by their parents. So something like that is more representative of like a synonym of discipline. Okay, and get knowledge about good and home from them. Other people, let's see, there's something else. And care and love without any forcing. This also didn't really feel terribly natural to me. I wanted something else instead of this. I can't really think of something off the top of my head, but I'm sure if you work on it and revise it a little bit, you'll come up with something as well. And also not consider that, but I wasn't really crazy about the word consider, essentially. In my opinion, you don't even have to say I consider because you just said it's your opinion. So in my opinion, parents ought to give their children as much as possible. Now, when you say useful knowledge and habits, I still don't know what you mean here. I mean, so talking about giving children as much as possible, including knowledge and habits. So what are you saying? That they should teach them about right and wrong and discipline, or that they should give them love? So it's not really clear which side of the fence you're on because the words you used here don't really apply to either one of the arguments, okay? All right, so on the one hand, some people think the parents are responsible for teaching children in order to help them become not organized, but become organized and clever people, and I share this point of view. First of all, being disciplined as well as acquiring knowledge about good and bad behavior set up an indispensable ground for future accomplishments both in career and in private life. More than that, living together in family, each member carries his own duties that also require discipline and proper attitude. Consequently, teaching children, parents bring up responsible. No, it should be by teaching children. Parents bring up responsible, reliable family members and thus contribute to their family. On the other hand, one of the most common modern trends now is that the parents' invasion into children's '(s) development should be limited, and they ought to focus on the maintenance of a favorable climate for children's '(s) development. And I don't like that you had children's development and children's development here. Seemingly, advocates of such passive form of upbringing believe that children are able to learn all that is necessary, following the parents' examples, not samples, provided that children feel protected and loved. All right, now here's the thing. I think my big problem with these two essays is that the order is wrong. So you said that you share this point of view. Well, then this paragraph goes at the bottom. So you need to reverse these two paragraphs. This should come first, and this should come second, because you always put the side that you agree with at the bottom. Okay? In conclusion, although people may vary in their opinions, I think that children have a better chance to succeed when they are not only surrounded by care and love, but when they are taught discipline and about right and wrong. I'm sure these qualities have to be formed with direct involvement of parents. Okay, nice job. I liked your conclusion. So there was just some little grammatical things, but the big thing for me was the paragraph order. It's just a convention of essay writing, so I hope you remember it next time you write. It was fine. I mean, I already made a number of comments throughout, so I hope you found this feedback helpful. I hope that, it'll help you improve in your writing. And, of course, ideally you would continue to get feedback for your writing, because in this way you can absolutely improve when somebody experienced with the test looks at your writing and tells you, what its strengths are, what its weaknesses are. It's really the best way to improve your writing. So regardless, I wish you lots of luck. I hope to see more essays from you in the future, but whatever you decide, good luck to you, and keep on writing.